Woman, before you walk away, before you give up, do you really know what God is warning you about that person? You think you're done, but the truth might shock you. Ladies, listen closely because this one is for you. I want you to hear this with your heart, not just your ears. There comes a moment in every woman's life when she thinks, maybe I should just give up. Maybe I'm tired. Maybe it's not worth it anymore. And I get it. Life throws punches, love disappoints, promises break, and hearts get weary. But before you give up, I need you to stop and listen. God has a warning for you about that person you're about to walk away from. Yes, that one. The one who makes your heart race, the one who frustrates you, the one who makes you second guess everything, and yet somehow you can't stop thinking about them. Pause before giving up. That simple phrase carries a weight far greater than most of us realize. Life has a way of testing us, of throwing challenges in our path just when we think we're moving forward. In relationships, it's easy to feel overwhelmed when things don't go according to plan, when misunderstandings pile up, and when frustration and disappointment begin to cloud your heart. In those moments, the instinct is to walk away, to close the chapter before it even has a chance to tell its full story. But making permanent decisions based on temporary feelings is one of the biggest mistakes a person can make. What feels unbearable today may in reality be the very thing shaping you for tomorrow. Frustration and confusion are not signs that you are failing, they are signs that you are in a process. Every difficult conversation, every moment of doubt, every tear you shed over miscommunication or unmet expectations is not meaningless. It is teaching you something, building strength in ways you may not yet understand. The temptation to give up comes from a place of impatience and fear, and those emotions are fleeting. They are powerful in the moment, but they do not tell the full truth of the situation. If you allow them to dictate your choices, you risk leaving behind something that could have grown into a blessing far greater than you ever imagined. Take a moment to breathe, to reflect, and to assess before making decisions that can't be undone. Ask yourself if your frustration is about the person in front of you, or if it is about the timing, your expectations, or your own fears. Often what we perceive as failure or rejection is simply life's way of testing our patience and our perspective. Pause and allow yourself the space to see beyond the immediate discomfort. God's timing is not always aligned with our schedule, and what may seem like delay or disappointment may actually be preparation for a deeper connection, a stronger bond, or a life-changing lesson. In relationships, giving up too soon often means walking away from what could have been a profound growth experience. It means letting go of love, understanding, and joy before you truly experience the fullness of it. Trust that the challenges you face are shaping not only the other person, but also your own heart. The moments of doubt, confusion, and frustration are temporary. They will pass, but the wisdom and strength you gain from navigating them will stay with you forever. So, pause before you give up. Take a step back, breathe, and reflect. Don't allow temporary feelings to make permanent decisions. Life, love, and God's plan are bigger than the fleeting moments that tempt you to walk away. Hold on a little longer, trust the process, and know that the breakthroughs, the understanding, and the joy that await may be just beyond the next test. By pausing, by waiting, and by choosing faith over impulse, you give yourself a chance to see the bigger picture and to embrace the blessings that are worth holding on for. God's warning is real, and it is more than just a feeling or a fleeting thought in your mind. Sometimes life places people in our path in ways that challenge us, confuse us, and even frustrate us. But those challenges are rarely random. They are part of a bigger divine plan, a design that is meant to shape your heart, your wisdom, and your understanding before the full blessing can be revealed. When you feel delayed, when things aren't moving the way you expected with someone you care about, it doesn't necessarily mean it's the wrong person. It often means the timing is not yet right, and God is preparing the path so that what comes next will be stronger, purer, and more meaningful than you could imagine. Struggles in relationships are not punishments, they are lessons. They are opportunities to learn about patience, communication, empathy, and forgiveness. They teach you to distinguish between what is fleeting and what is lasting. Every disagreement, every pause in communication, every moment of uncertainty is a signal for reflection, not resignation. God's warning may come in the form of intuition, a gut feeling, or even repeated patterns that make you pause and reconsider your actions. These signals are meant to protect you from moving too fast, making choices that are misaligned with your ultimate purpose, or settling for something less than what you deserve. Delays with that person you care about are not always a sign of absence. Often they are a preparation. Just because the relationship isn't perfect right now doesn't mean it will never work. There is a rhythm to life, and divine timing is far more precise than our own. God often uses pauses and struggles to test the strength of your commitment, to teach you resilience, and to reveal the depth of your heart. Those moments of tension are part of a larger plan that is beyond your immediate understanding, a plan designed to bring growth, clarity, and eventual joy. It is easy to misinterpret challenges as failure. It is easy to let fear and impatience push you toward giving up. But the truth is, God's warning is about more than avoiding pain. It is about guiding you toward the right path, the right person, and the right timing. When you honor that guidance and exercise patience, you allow yourself to grow alongside the journey, to understand the value of what you are building, and to embrace the love and connection that is meant for you. So when delays frustrate you or struggles test your heart, remember this: God's warning is real, and it is always for your good. It is a call to pause, to reflect, and to trust that there is a bigger picture you may not yet see. Do not give up on someone simply because the process is difficult. Instead, pay attention, listen closely, and have faith that these challenges are shaping something greater than the moment, something that will align perfectly with the divine plan set for your life. Trust in that warning, embrace the lessons, and know that what is meant for you will not pass you by. Patience builds strength, and it is one of the most overlooked virtues in relationships. In the moment when misunderstandings arise, when feelings are hurt, or when progress seems slow, patience can feel like a burden. It can feel like you are waiting endlessly, wondering if things will ever change or if your efforts are in vain. But it is in these moments of waiting, in these challenges and tests, that your character, your wisdom, and your heart are being forged. Patience is not passive. It is active. It is a choice to hold on, to trust the process, and to allow the difficulties you face to teach you lessons that will serve you for a lifetime. Every challenge in a relationship is an opportunity to strengthen your resilience. When communication fails, when emotions flare, or when expectations clash, your patience is tested. How you respond in those moments determines the depth of your character. Do you react impulsively, letting anger or frustration dictate your choices? Or do you take a deep breath, step back, and respond with understanding and calm? The more you practice patience, the more you realize that strength is not about avoiding difficulties, but about navigating them with grace and composure. Each trial becomes a building block, shaping a stronger, wiser, and more empathetic version of yourself. Patience also deepens your wisdom. It teaches you to see beyond the immediate, to look past temporary disappointments and fleeting emotions. You learn to recognize patterns, to understand motivations, and to discern the difference between what matters and what does not. In relationships, this wisdom is priceless. It allows you to make decisions from a place of clarity rather than from a place of fear or impulsiveness. It allows you to give love thoughtfully, to set boundaries firmly yet kindly, and to approach challenges with a mindset that seeks solutions rather than blame. Moreover, patience shapes the heart. It teaches compassion, empathy, and forgiveness. When you are patient with someone, you are giving them the space to grow, to make mistakes, and to become the person they are meant to be. But in doing so, you are also growing. You are learning that love is not about perfection or immediate gratification. It is about endurance, understanding, and the willingness to hold space for someone else's journey while honoring your own. Patience does not mean tolerating harm or neglect. It means investing in what is worthy, nurturing it carefully, and trusting that time will reveal the strength and depth of what you are building together. The challenges you face, the moments that test your heart and mind, are not punishments. They are lessons designed to make you stronger, wiser, and more capable of sustaining a love that lasts. Every moment of patience practiced is an investment in your own growth and in the health of your relationship. The strength you build through patience will carry you through future trials, allow you to navigate difficulties with grace, and prepare you for the love and life you truly deserve. In the end, patience is not waiting, it is growing, enduring, and building a heart strong enough to withstand the storms and wise enough to embrace the blessings. Timing is everything, and this is one of the hardest lessons to learn in love. So often we set schedules for our hearts, thinking we know when something should happen, when a relationship should flourish, or when the person meant for us should appear. We mark calendars with expectations, count the days, and compare our journey to the lives of others. But true love doesn't arrive according to your plans, your patience, or your timetable. It comes when it is meant to come, when the universe aligns, and when your heart, mind, and spirit are ready to receive it fully. Rushing it or forcing it only leads to disappointment, frustration, and pain. Every delay, every pause, and every season of waiting is intentional. It is life, and often God, preparing you for the love you are meant to experience. You might meet someone and feel a connection immediately, but the timing may not be right. Perhaps your hearts need more growth, more understanding, or more healing before the bond can become something extraordinary. The frustration that comes from waiting is real, but it is also part of the process of shaping a love that is lasting, mature, and fulfilling. Timing ensures that when the right person arrives, you are fully ready to embrace them, to appreciate them, and to build a relationship that can withstand the tests of life. Impatience often tempts us to settle for less than we deserve, to force connections that are not aligned with our path. But love that arrives too early, before the timing is right, can bring heartbreak, confusion, and regret. Conversely, when love arrives at the perfect time, everything falls into place. Misunderstandings seem smaller, challenges feel manageable, and the bond grows stronger because both hearts are prepared. It is in this perfect timing that the lessons of patience, resilience, and faith come together, showing you that what was delayed was never denied. It was carefully orchestrated to give you the fullness of what you deserve. Timing also teaches trust. It reminds you that not everything in life is within your control, and that some things are greater than your understanding. True love is one of those things. You cannot rush it, manipulate it, or force it into your schedule. The right person will arrive when they are meant to, at a moment when the circumstances, the experiences, and the growth you've undergone all converge perfectly. Waiting may feel hard, but it is necessary to ensure that the love you find is the love that lasts. So do not despair if it hasn't happened yet. Do not feel incomplete if your heart is still waiting. Timing is not your enemy, it is the guardian of your heart. True love will come when the time is right, and when it does, you will recognize it because it will feel effortless, natural, and undeniably meant to be. Trust the process, honor the timing, and know that your patience is preparing you for the love story that is destined to change your life forever. Trust and pray, because there is power in surrendering your heart to guidance beyond your own understanding. So often, when we face challenges in relationships, when love feels confusing, or when the person we care about seems distant or inconsistent, our first instinct is to panic or act impulsively. We try to force outcomes, control situations, or make decisions based on fear rather than faith. But the truth is, when you pause, pray, and trust, you open yourself to a guidance that is far wiser than anything you could plan on your own. Listening to God's signs is not passive, it is active, intentional, and transformative. Prayer is not just words spoken into the air, it is the act of aligning your heart with the wisdom, timing, and purpose that is meant for you. When you pray, you invite clarity into confusion, patience into frustration, and hope into doubt. Each prayer strengthens your spirit and allows you to see beyond the temporary difficulties you face in love. It reminds you that you are not alone, that the path you walk is guided, and that there is a reason for every pause, every misstep, and every moment of waiting. Trusting in that guidance helps you resist the temptation to give up too soon, to walk away from something that could be the blessing of a lifetime. Listening to signs is another powerful element of trust. God often communicates through subtle nudges, moments of intuition, or even repeated patterns that catch your attention. These signs are there to steer you, to protect you, and to prepare you for what is ahead. When you are patient and attentive, you begin to notice them, the moments that confirm your heart is on the right path, the gentle reassurances that tell you not to give up, and the quiet confirmations that the person or situation is part of a greater plan. Ignoring these signs may lead to unnecessary frustration or missed opportunities, while paying attention to them can guide you toward breakthroughs that change your life. Holding on is not always easy. It requires faith when the evidence seems lacking, hope when the days are long, and courage when the heart is weary. But holding on is also where miracles happen. Many women give up just before their breakthrough arrives, just before the love, clarity, or resolution they prayed for manifests. By holding on, you allow the process to unfold naturally, trusting that every lesson, every delay, and every challenge has a purpose. Your breakthrough could be just around the corner, waiting for you to remain faithful, patient, and trusting. Trust and prayer transform not only the situation, but also your own heart. They teach you resilience, cultivate wisdom, and remind you that true love and true blessings cannot be rushed. They must be nurtured, guided, and allowed to manifest at the right time. So, continue to trust, continue to pray, continue to seek guidance, and hold on with all your heart. Your breakthrough, the clarity, and the love you have been longing for may be closer than you think. And when it comes, it will be undeniable, purposeful, and perfectly timed for the woman you have become. So, woman, before you decide to walk away, before you decide this love, this person, this moment isn't worth it, pause. Take a deep breath and remember what we've talked about today. Don't make permanent decisions based on temporary frustration or confusion. Recognize that God's warning is real, that the struggles and delays you face are part of a bigger plan designed to shape your heart, your wisdom, and your strength. Know that patience builds the kind of resilience that prepares you for a love worth holding on to, and that timing is everything. True love will arrive not when you expect it, but when it is meant to. And through it all, trust and pray. Seek guidance, listen to the signs, and hold on, because your breakthrough could be closer than you think. Every tear, every challenge, every moment of doubt is not wasted. It is shaping you for the blessing, the love, and the happiness that is waiting for you. Do not give up just before the miracle appears. Do not walk away from what could transform your life forever. Remember, the right love, the love that honors you, lifts you, and completes you is worth waiting for. It will not always be easy. It will not always be fast, but it will always be meaningful. Stand strong, stay patient, trust the process, and when it finally arrives, you will understand why every delay, every challenge, and every warning was necessary. So hold on, woman, because your story is not over, your love is not lost, and your heart is capable of receiving the extraordinary. God's plan is greater than your fears, stronger than your doubts, and more beautiful than you can imagine. Don't give up now. The best chapter of your life is still being written, and it's going to be breathtaking.